navigate the world of well-being in the automotive industry. Hi, I'm Steve Whitten, the founder of Menable, and this is the Motors Menable Moments. The fact that you're already watching this video suggests that you have intent and commitment to improve the workplace well-being in your business. Now, this raises a really interesting debate because it begs the question, whose responsibility is everyone's well-being? Well, the individual is responsible for their own mental wealth, physical health, and their overall well-being. But as an employer, as a leader, as a manager, if you have responsibility for people, then you have a responsibility to play a part in that as well. But as I said, ultimately it is the individual's responsibility. But in a workplace, what we want to aim to achieve is what we would call psychological safety. A space where people can bring their true selves, their real selves to work, and on the back of that, perform well, which is what ultimately the business wants. Now, as a business, you are fully aware of all of the things and the measures that you have to put in place to make sure people's physical safety is taken care of. Banisters on stairwells, for example, and signs up if the floor's wet. Things that stop doors slamming on people's fingers. All of that stuff is there to protect people from injury and potentially even worse. So what we as leaders have to do is to make sure that we have a similar mindset around making sure that we have psychological safety in the workplace. So this is about culture and attitudes. And from our experience, businesses that are great places to work due to a culture of creating mental wealth for everyone follow some simple steps. Firstly, senior leaders make a commitment through their communication and their intentions and expectations for the team. We use a phrase which is clear is kind. People know where they stand and what's expected of them, then they have very, very clear guidelines and boundaries and work within that. Then they can make informed choices about the way that they interact with that, making your job as a leader so much easier. Managers need to meet regularly to support each other and discuss their challenges and issues. They're human after all, and they are susceptible to this and mental wealth or mental health issues the same as everyone else. So it's important that they meet regularly and form some kind of cohesive collection together so that they can support each other. And I've got some great experiences of companies where they've done that, and it really does pay dividends. On the back of that then, clear and strong communications on a regular and ongoing basis ensure everyone can see and feel the level of commitment to mental wealth across the business. As an example, well-being then becomes part of one-to-one conversations, reviews and performance check-ins, whatever you want to call them. But make sure well-being is at the top of that list. Because if people aren't feeling great, they're not going to bring a great version of themselves to the workplace. If you have a range of tools available for well-being in your business, then make sure people know about it. Make sure it's talked about, make sure it's offered and openly discussed widely. And alongside that, open discussions that are encouraged to ensure that boundaries are in place, that everyone knows where they stand, that there is a psychological safety, that everyone can just be who they are and unapologetically be themselves. And that's great for dealing with things like banter, debates, conflict. And a mentally wealthy environment is also a fun environment. It's where people want to be because they can be themselves without fear of retribution. And finally, it's a commitment across the entire team. And make it clear to the business that everyone plays a part in this, and it's all part of the company's vision and purpose. All of that takes intention and commitment. Again, if you want some help or support, give me a shout, stephen.whitten@menable.org.